Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTGC Cardsmith doing another custom Magic the Gathering card review. And today we're reviewing another card from Arceus8523's set, Endgame Unleashed, an Amonkhet themed set. I have a playlist of these cards. This is the 8th card I've reviewed. Watch them in order if you would like from the playlist. So what we got here? We got Champion of Divinity. I don't think I've ever seen a card that has like this vertical hybrid thing going on. Is that just me? Is that just me, or is that like new? And if so, why? Okay, so anyway, this is a 4 mana human knight. This card is black in addition to its other colors. When Champion of Divinity enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each permanent you control that's blue, black, and or red. Grixis. Our benevolent god, Nicol Bolas, has bestowed new Benalia with a new purpose. We fight for what's right, and what's right is our deity. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, so this is a white card that cares about Grixis colors. Huh. Strange. Strange indeed. How do I feel about this card? I mean, okay, it's a 4 mana 4/3, and when it comes in, you gain some life. At least 1, if not more. I mean, okay, so I guess the idea is that you can play this guy in like white, blue, white, black, white, red, and he will gain you some life. I don't know, it doesn't seem like a very good card to me, to be honest. And that's fine. Cards don't have to be necessarily super good. I guess, okay, so if you play this guy on curve, I'm just going to assume you don't have a 1-drop. 1-drops do exist in limited, and some of them are good, but, you know, I think it's more common to not have one than the alternative. So let's assume you go 2-drop, 3-drop this guy, and all of those things that you've played are Grixis color. You gain 3 life off this guy. This is like a 4/3, you gain 3 life. Which is pretty... I mean, the gaining life gets close to making this card reasonable, I think, in some situations. But a 4 mana 4/3 vanilla is not particularly good. In big board situations, this guy could gain you quite a bit of life, but in that case, I mean, does the life matter that much? Not really. You kind of want something to break the stalemate. And again, situations like that are a lot rarer in modern Magic. So, yeah, I mean, certainly a fine card. It's a little weird. It's a little strange, certainly. The fact that it's a white card that's also black. Yeah, I don't. this I do like the flavor text. I have to say, it's kind of this. I think this flavor text is honestly the best thing about this card, because it tells a story, right? It's like it tells you kind of everything you need to know. Is that, okay, Nicol Bolas, is back. He's the bad guy, obviously. That was the all the Amonkhet stuff was about that. And he sort of convinced these Banalish folk that he is their god, and they follow him now. So he's made his way into white. I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, I like the flavor text a lot on this card. I think it's very well done, and I think it's the best thing about this card. I mean, there's nothing wrong on this card except for the background. I don't really understand. I mean, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever seen a card with this background, so I'm pretty sure this is custom work. With the sort of like up the rotated hybrid border. I mean, okay, so having a white creature that's also another color, it's an interesting concept, right? But I haven't seen a lot else in this set that cares about color. That's kind of why this one kind of stands out as strange. Like, of the other cards that I've seen, none of them synergize with this in particular, other than they might be a color that will gain you a life. You know what I mean? So it seems a little out of left field. Like, if this was part of a set that, like, really cared about colors in one way or another, I think this card might be pretty neat. Because it's a white card that's also black, right? But other than that, I mean, it's neat. It's neat from a flavor perspective. Going again, that's why the flavor text is so good, because it kind of explains this card completely. But as a design, I find it to be a little. So I don't think the card's particularly good, which again isn't really a huge knock against it. It's a common. It's fine to have commons that aren't that good. And there are some situations where this card is good. I mean, gaining 3 life in a race situation is certainly valuable. So it's not a bad card by any means. It's just not exciting. I guess really the main thing is, like, and again, this color, this, like, you're a color that you're not thing is also kind of interesting. It just doesn't really seem to fit with the other things we've seen. Now, maybe that is a theme somewhere in the set, but this is the only card I've seen so far that does that. So, what do I give this card? I would give this card probably. I would probably give this one a 6 out of 10. Do I do that? Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I should probably give it a 7 out of 10, honestly. It's a perfectly fine card. It does do something kind of unique where it's got, and I was literally just complaining about that a few cards ago. It's got the, it's white, but it's also another color. Though I guess they kind of did that with the Void, but whatever. It just feels a little out of place, I guess, is my main issue with this card. But I think besides that, it's a perfectly fine card. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Give it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm just going to assume that there are other things in the set that behave similarly or care about colors or, whatever. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 for Champion of Divinity. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.